Hidden Object Guru here with a quick guide for how to play Let Them Come. Yeah, I played this game a couple of years ago on Xbox, and I was terrible at it. And then I got it yesterday on Steam, and I decided to give it another shot. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it was me that was the problem. And it turns out, yeah, I just didn't know how to play the game, because the game, in my defense, did not really explain itself well. So now I'm going to give you a walkthrough, so hopefully you won't make the same mistakes I did. I'll show you the loadout I use to actually, well, to beat, I would say, 80% of the game, I use the same loadout, and I know that's not how the game is intended to be played, but it works, and I beat the game. So if you're looking to do that, here's a good way. Regular ammo. Now you want to get this as fast as possible, but try to keep this upgraded along with it. That's not the highest priority upgrade. So your priority of upgrades is rapid fire, then charge shot, then cooling. It's good to have this, the body armor, because it protects you a little from projectile damage. You want the shield, because it better protects you from projectiles by just stopping them. And then, of course, your lucky charm. Every time you level this up, it gets easier to do combos. And combos not only give you great bonuses to attacks, you're going to constantly getting the option to resupply, and if you resupply, that's just free bullets. And of course, finally, the big star, black hole grenades. Now you're going to see how ridiculously easy it is to get through this thing. Okay, so go back. So hopefully enemies will attack this time. You want to have some fun with, machine gun things every now and then. You don't have to. So let's check out this black... Oh, thank you. I will take a score reward. You can always use the cash. Black hole grenade, and it just eats everything. And when it's done eating everything, you get a massacre bonus. I think Massacre is more than 10 kills at once, but I could be wrong about that. And it's a 30-point bonus in addition to 1 point per guy you kill. So, pretty good. I'm not saying that putting in this mode basically puts the game on autopilot, but it's actually pretty close to that. I mean, it's still very entertaining to play, but if you're having any trouble with the game, this loadout will get you there. And I think you can see it has a surprisingly wide hitbox based on how it, compared to how it looks. Leech life on kill is basically your best thing in the world to use. Fun fact about Change It Up, that little thing that lets you swap out your grenade or your physical attack. Never swap out your physical attack. The shield is just too useful to bother with that. But if you switch out your grenade, while it's switched out, you will have unlimited grenades. As you can see, even the Dimensional Shambler there gets caught in the resupply. There we go. And as you can see, that's 20 more bullets. So as long as you get a resupply every now and then, you might last, essentially forever. And you're going to get so much money playing via this method that just every now and then, pause the game, quit out of a mission, get yourself some more bullets, or, black hole grenades. As you can see, I've got 90 because I keep resupplying them. And I don't use them that much. See, resupplies come up quite regularly. That's another 5 grenades. Hey, we can get over 100. No! I let a bomber get up to me. Honestly, that's one of the few things you got to worry about using this system. So yeah, that's how you play the game. It's really not that difficult. You should have no problems getting through it. At the end of this video, you can't just skip to bosses. Actually, wait. I was going to say, can I just skip to a boss and show you how to beat one of the bosses? The answer, sadly, is no, because you can just do a boss rush, as far as I can tell, which gives you the bosses in a random order. So that's kind of frustrating. But this is my basic walkthrough of some tips to help you get through the game. And if you're interested in how to beat the bosses, keep watching, and I will just show you a brief video of the one tricky boss. See, most of the bosses just keep shooting. Like the first boss looks pretty tough, but he's weak against armor-piercing ammunition, so just use that on him, or else it takes forever, because he There we go. It takes forever because you can only hit him when he's in the midst of attacking you or in the midst of spawning new enemies. So it takes forever if you don't bring armor-piercing ammo. The blob is annoying because you just got to keep attacking him and destroying his spawn until he opens up his throw a grenade in here hole, and then you just throw a grenade in there and, you know, you win. The final boss is very annoying because he has two different he has an arm cannon that will kill you in 1 or 2 shots. So you have to very carefully aim your machine gun at it and do as frequent hits as you possibly can early on to get him. But the one that's very difficult and, you know, just unbelievably annoying is the Chthonian worm. And that one honestly took me the longest to beat because I couldn't figure it out. I will just put up the end of the video starting in 1 second. There we go. I will put up the video of me beating him with me explaining the theory behind it. Okay, the crawler is super annoying because you can only use very specific weapons on it. It's impervious to anything but a very strict set. So, regular grenades, there are 3 types of body parts. So the first type is regular flesh. You can just machine gun it. Second is that you have to explode with a grenade. And here is the armored part. Now you'll notice my armor-piercing charge weapon did nothing to it. Now, the armor-piercing charge weapon can go through anything in the game, but it did nothing to that. What you want to do is you can switch it to either armor-piercing regular bullets, which is hugely wasteful because you have to punch a bunch of bullets into them. Or you can take your shotgun. Really, that's the highest upgrade you can give this thing? I never would have guessed that. Everything else seems like it can go to star, but whatever. You can switch it over to shotgun and watch this. Machine gun, machine gun, machine gun. Hopefully we'll get a... there it is. Armor. See? Single shotgun blast. Shotguns also work on the regular sections, but, you know, a little wasteful. The one problem is, occasionally it'll do a couple of explosive sections almost in a row, and since it takes time for you to throw a new grenade and for your grenade to do a cooldown, you can actually wind up being overrun. And that's just a balance issue. That's just a problem with the game that there's no real way around. Resupply, I guess. I mean, why bother using double barrel when, you know, it's not like not doing enough damage is a problem with this guy. Yeah. And so here it just becomes a war of attrition, and as you can see, you can wipe them out super easy. It is frustrating, though, because the charge... There we go. The charge penetrating, armor-piercing, penetrating, whatever you want to call it, weapon is so unbelievably powerful that you can get through the vast majority of the game with it. But as far as I can tell, the damage this thing takes is not based on... Sorry. This thing's health is not based on damage it takes, right? But how many specific bullets hit it. And as powerful as the charged up armor-piercing shot is, it only counts as a single bullet. I've never even tried, but it's possible that you could just quickly fire 8 armor-piercing shots at it and still destroy it, but that would be very wasteful.